Hello everyone, welcome to today's online session. In today's session, we will discuss about air and water. So, today we will only in this part we will only discuss about air. So, as you all know that our topic is air and water. Both are very important natural resource and both are important for continuation of human life on the earth. So, firstly, coming to air, air is a natural resource and we are surrounded by envelope of air that is known as atmosphere. It has various gases and its composition differs. Composition of each and every gas differs. Our atmosphere is thicker and it is heavier near the ground, but as it grows upwards, as we move upwards, its density decreases and its weight also decreases. It gets thinner and lighter. When the atmosphere ends, the space begins. Now here you can see various layers of atmosphere. It means our atmosphere is divided into various layers. So the most closest layer is troposphere. After that it is stratosphere, and in this layer only ozone layer is present. In stratosphere layer ozone layer is present, and this ozone layer acts as guarding layer of our body because it absorbs all the ultraviolet rays of the sun and it stops reaching it from us. Now third layer is mesosphere layer. In this layer the meteoroids are seen. After that is thermosphere layer. In this layer various subtle orbits are found, and ionosphere layer is found in this layer only. After that the last layer is exosphere layer, and this is the outermost layer of the atmosphere. Now let us discuss about composition of various layers of the atmosphere. First one is troposphere layer. This is first layer and it is nearest to the earth. It consists of gases that we breathe in, that is oxygen, nitrogen, and all the layers are most densely present in this layer. All the phenomena, weather phenomena like thunderstorm, raining, and all are present in this layers only. Okay, so any weather phenomena, whether it is lighting, whether it is thunderstorm, whether it is raining, all these occurs in troposphere layer. Now next one is the stratosphere layer. Our air is less dense in this layer. Our air is less dense in this layer. It contains ozone gas because ozone layer is present in this one only, which absorbs harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. Third one is mesosphere layer. Mostly meteoroids burn up in this layer, and that is why they do not reach the surface of the earth, and they are known as meteors here. When they will reach the surface of earth, then it is known as meteoroids, and when they do not reach the surface of earth, they burn up this layer only, then it is known as meteors. Now next one is thermosphere. This is the fourth layer and it is actual last layer of the atmosphere. There are space shuttle orbits in this layer. Various programs on radio, satellites we can see because of this layer only, because ionosphere layer is present in this thermosphere layer. Now last one is exosphere layer, that is outermost layer of the atmosphere, and from here only the atmosphere ends and it merges with the space. This was all about layers of the atmosphere. So in troposphere there will be much high density, and up to exosphere density is very less, about negligible. Now we are coming to importance of atmosphere. Why there is need of atmosphere? Because atmosphere is responsible for existence and continuation of life on the earth. The oxygen that is present in our atmosphere makes respiration possible, and without respiration we cannot survive. That is, we support life on the earth. It is also necessary for burning. When oxygen is not present, we can't burn anything. Oxygen is an important constituent for burning. Atmosphere absorbs energy from the sun and warms the earth's surface by retaining the heat. So, it retains the heat and not let it escape. It also protects the earth from the coldness of space by storing the heat energy that is gained during the daytime, and it stores and maintains the temperature during the night time to protect ourselves from extreme coldness. It helps to trap the heat of the sun. Next one is atmosphere recycles water of the earth. How it recycles? Because through water cycle. The first process in recycling is that one is evaporation. When water evaporates, after that it condenses to form raindroplets, and then it comes to earth with the process of precipitation. That is how the water is recycled through atmosphere. Our atmosphere also protects the life on earth by absorbing harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. The atmosphere helps in burning of meteoroids and prevent them from hitting the earth's surface. Air is one of the major component for carrier of sound waves. It is because of atmosphere only we can hear, and anybody can hear our voice. If we can talk and there is vacuum, nobody can hear our voice. Okay, that is why due to atmosphere only we can talk and hear each other. In this way, atmosphere is very much important for all of us. Now moving to composition of air. And what are that? Air is mixture of various types of gases. The two main gases present in our atmosphere are nitrogen and oxygen, that are major component of atmosphere, and all gases except nitrogen and oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, water vapor and other gases are present in very small quantities. Atmosphere consists of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen and less than 1% argon, carbon dioxide and other gases. So the major component of our atmosphere is nitrogen and oxygen. Now, what are the uses of that components? The nitrogen. Nitrogen is one of the important plant nutrient. Without nitrogen, you cannot grow any plant. Nitrogen is an important plant nutrient. So the nitrogen that is present in our air that cannot be consumed by plant directly. The special bacteria that are present in soil that convert that nitrogen to acceptable forms by the plant. And you know that oxygen is necessary for respiration. After that carbon dioxide is necessary component for process of photosynthesis. So all these gases has their own importance. No, you can't say that this gas is not important. This gas is not important for us. Properties of air. Air is colorless, tasteless and odorless gas. It don't have any definite color nor any taste, and it don't have any smell also. Air occupies space. How you can know that? When you fill air in any balloon, then the balloon gets swollen. That is known as air occupies space. Air has weight also. Air exerts pressure in downward direction. If it has weight, it will exert pressure also. When the air is warm, it rises up. So cold air lies below and warm air rises up, it lies above. Hot air expands. Cold air will not expand as hot air will expand. So this was all about properties of air, layers of atmosphere, importance of atmosphere and all this. I hope you have enjoyed all this session. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.